In the quiet suburbs of Washington, D.C. in 1949, 13-year-old Ronald Hunkeler lived a normal life. The only child in a German Lutheran family, he was close to his Aunt Harriet, a spiritualist who taught him to use a Ouija board. When she died in St. Louis, everything changed. January 15th. Ronald and his grandmother heard dripping water from nowhere, then scratching under the floorboards near his bed. The mattress began to shake violently. The family called exterminators. Nothing. But every night the sounds continued, marching feet, drum beats, squeaking shoes. The boy was calm by day. But at night he erupted into screaming fits and guttural voices no child should make. Doctors and psychiatrists found nothing. Their Lutheran minister spent a night with the boy and saw the bed move by itself. He advised, "Call Catholic priests." Red scratches appeared on Ronald's body, forming words like Louis on his ribs and 3.5 weeks on his chest. His mother knew the sign. The family packed everything and moved to relatives in Belknap, Missouri. But the horror followed them. In St. Louis, Jesuit priests Father William Bowdern and Father Raymond Bishop arrived. Bishop started a detailed diary, the official record of what happened next. They witnessed the bed shake with marching rhythm. Vases flew across the room. A holy water bottle was thrown. The boy recoiled from crucifixes and screamed in a diabolical voice. Scratches spelling hell and evil appeared on his chest while he slept. Every night for over a month, the exorcisms began. Archbishop Ritter gave permission. The priests used the Roman ritual, holy water, and relics of saints. The boy thrashed with superhuman strength. He broke Father Halloran's nose. He spat at the priests, urinated uncontrollably, and sang songs he had never heard in a high-pitched voice. He claimed to fight a huge red slimy devil in a pit. The demon taunted them, "I will stay 10 days." An X appeared on his chest 10 times. They moved Ronald to Alexian Brothers Hospital in St. Louis. The battles grew worse. He failed Holy Communion 5 times, spitting the host across the room. He saw visions, prophesied deaths, and cursed in filthy language. On April 1st, he was baptized Catholic. The demons screamed through him, "I am the devil himself." The priests held him down as he punched and bit with impossible power. April 18th, 1949, 10:45 p.m. In his hospital room, Ronald woke with violent seizures. The priests laid relics and crucifixes on his body. They shouted the invocation to St. Michael the Archangel. "St. Michael will battle Satan for this boy's soul." The boy convulsed for 7 terrifying minutes. Then, sudden silence. In a calm, normal voice, he whispered the words that ended the nightmare. "He's gone." But what happened in those final moments was even more shocking than the violence. According to Father Bishop's official diary, the one he kept every single night, as the priests shouted the invocation to St. Michael the Archangel, a completely different voice suddenly exploded from Ronald's throat. In clear, commanding tones with dignity no boy could fake, it roared, "Satan, Satan! I am St. Michael, and I command you, Satan and all evil spirits, to leave this body in the name of Dominus immediately. Now, now, now!" The room froze. Ronald convulsed for exactly 7 terrifying minutes. Then total silence fell. Ronald opened his eyes, and in his own normal 13-year-old voice whispered the words everyone had prayed to hear, "He's gone." He later told the priests he saw a vision. St. Michael, with a flaming sword, driving the demon into a pit of fire. The word "spite" appeared scratched on the metal bars of the bed as the devil's final insult. Every single sound, the marching footsteps, the scratching, the shaking mattress, stopped instantly that night of April 18th, 1949. The 3-month nightmare was over. The family stayed 12 more days at Alexian Brothers Hospital just to be sure. Then they packed up and drove back east. Ronald returned to school like any normal kid. The entire Hunkeler family converted to Catholicism. They said the priests at the hospital showed them Christ-like love when no one else could help. But the secret didn't stay hidden. In August 1949, the Washington Post ran the headline, "Priest frees Mount Rainier boy reported held in devil's grip." America learned there had been a real exorcism right in their own country. Over the next 20 years, a young Georgetown University student named William Peter Blatty kept hearing whispers about the case from his Jesuit professors. It haunted him. In 1971, he turned the real diary into the novel The Exorcist, changing the boy to a girl named Regan and adding Hollywood terror. The 1973 movie became a worldwide phenomenon and one of the scariest films ever made. But here's the truth the movie never showed. There was no spinning head, no green vomit, just a scared boy, exhausted priests and scratches that spelled hell while he slept. Ronald Edwin Hunkeler grew up completely normal. He married, had children, and named his firstborn son Michael after the archangel who saved him. He became a NASA engineer, worked on space technology for almost 40 years, retired in 2001, and lived a quiet life until he passed away in 2020 at age 84. His family never gave interviews, but the priest's diary remains the most detailed exorcism record in modern American history. 30 pages of handwritten terror. The house in Belle Noire, Missouri, where the worst nights happened, still stands today. People drive by and report strange knocking sounds. The room at Alexian Brothers Hospital was boarded up and sealed after the exorcism. The entire hospital was later torn down. Some skeptics claim it was all mental illness or grief over his aunt. But the Jesuit priests who were there, Bowdern, Bishop, and Halloran, swore under oath they fought something inhuman. Father Halloran, one of the last living witnesses, said he could never publicly say absolute possession. But he never denied the scratches, the voices, or the superhuman strength. Imagine your own child whispering in the devil's voice at 10:45 p.m. Imagine red words Louise appearing on his ribs while he sleeps. This wasn't a movie script. This was real 1949 America, documented by priests, witnessed by doctors and nurses, reported in newspapers. The real exorcism of Ronald Hunkeler proves one terrifying thing. Sometimes the scariest stories aren't made up. They actually happened. What would you do if it was your kid?